so what I'm going to do on this first little itty bitty lesson called Complete the Square with the mini directions of half it, square it. I promise to tell you what it is. It'll be easy for you once I teach it to you. And so what I'm teaching is the following. X squared plus 6x. So I'm going to fill in the blank. And by the way, I didn't record that funny joke for the people at home. If you weren't home, you missed a funny joke. And here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to put a number in here that's going to make it a really, really easy thing to factor and also use very little ink. Okay, I'm running out of pens at the end of the year. And so I want to use as little ink as possible so I can save this. All right. Well, let me see. Do you know what, factoring kids? If I put a 5 in here, what multiplies to be 5 and adds to be 6? Do 5 and 1 add up to be 6 and multiply to be 5? And can we just jump to the answer on factoring when this is a 1 and make it x plus 1 and x plus 5? Does that factor out right? Is that correct? Cool. And that didn't use a lot of ink, did it? Because I'm running out of ink. Let me look at another number I could put there. Let's see, 1, no, 2, no, 5 works. How about 6? Multiplies to be 6, adds, nope. 7, nope, it works there. 8, no, 9, wait. Hey, would 9 work for being, hey, how about 9? What is multiplies to be 9, adds to be 6 is 3 and 3. Okay. Just a moment ago, did I write this one down? Was that the one I wrote just a moment ago? Did they basically use the same amount of ink? Remember, what I'm trying to do is use as little ink as possible. Hey, hang on though. Could I write this as x plus 3 to the second power? Could I do that? Is that correct? Is it? Say yep. Yep. Say, does that seem to use less ink than that? Okay, so that's my best answer. All right, and now I quit being silly and tell you what we are doing. We are completing the square. This was written down earlier. We're completing the square, meaning I want to fill in this blank to make this a square, like I just did. So now I'm not being silly about the ink. Now I want to complete the square. I want to put that last blank, this last blank, x squared plus 10x. So I want it to be something easy to factor, and I want that factor to be a squared. So same thing times same thing. So I'm thinking, what number here would end up same thing times same thing? What number might that be? 25. Is 5 times 5 25? Is 5 plus 5 10? If I put a 25 here, is that the same factoring as x plus 5, x plus 5? Say yep. There were some little itty bitty directions I erased just a moment ago. And those two words were what? Half it, square it. Here we go. Here comes the real lesson. Here comes the real lesson. Here's how we get it. What's half of 12? What's 6 squared? 36. This is really awesome. The factor always turns out to be what it was when you cut it in half. Half it, square it. So those directions that were on the board is what we're using now. We're not doing any more guessing. It's just going to come really cool. Just call complete a square. So here we go. I'm going x squared minus 20x, and I want to complete the square. Our little bit of directions are half it, half it, square it, half it, square it. What's half of this? Negative 10. What's negative 10 times negative 10? It is positive 100. And is the factoring easy? Say yup. It's just what it was when it was cut in half. X minus 10, x minus 10. Half it, square it. Well, hang on everybody. You know what time it is on 3. Hi Whitney, 1, 2, 3. Hi Whitney. 19 years old, Whitney. Yeah, 19 years old. No mail for me today? Or did we forget to put the stamps on? Do you want to high five a couple of kids? Do you want to high five Yub? You want to high five Victor? Luke? There you go. We got a high five here. All right. Nice job, Whitney. All right. You want to high five Victor on the way by? Hi, everybody. All right. Cool. We'll see you later. You can high five people on your way by. Victor, hold out a high five. There. Oh, we got a high five right there for you. All right. All right. See you, Whit. All right. Half it, square it. Our lesson is half it, square it. Cool, cool, cool. Now. I'm about to do something that's really mean that doesn't look really mean. All right. Whoops. Whoops. All of a sudden that wasn't quite as easy. It was like, half at 10 squared 100. Half at 4 squared 16. All of a sudden, don't say 3.5. What? What's half of 7? 3.5. What's 3.5 squared? I don't know. Ah, never mind. Get this. Fractions are better. What, you say? What's half of 7? Is that really easy in fraction? It is simply 7 halves. Squared, is that easy? 49 over. What is 2 times 2, class? There you go, 49 over 4. And the factoring easy, because I told you it always is what it was when it was cut in half. So even with fractions, it's not difficult. And this is really weird. These become more difficult when that number is odd. That's what makes it more difficult. And what happens here? Let's see. Let's go x squared. I'm completing it minus 11 11x. All right, let's not do 5.5. Half of it is negative 11 halves. Squared is positive 121 over 4. Is the factor easy? It's what it was when you cut it in half. Cool. What I'd like to do for about 10 minutes, I'm going to turn this off.